Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play WindWaker HD. So, unfortunately, when I recorded this episode, for some reason the microphone audio did not record, so I had about an hour's worth of blank audio when I opened up the file after the fact. So I'm going to be narrating this afterwards, just in order to assist in just so that you guys aren't listening to just the game and watching me run around and do random stuff. So I hope that's okay for everybody, and on another note, I'll continue on after this little cutscene. Well done, Link. You must show the Triforce piece you have assembled. Look at that. It's so pretty. And the ocean swallows it up. And we're screwed. It's on our hand now. Oh, what is this? There on your hand, the Triforce pieces now dwells. It is the Triforce of Courage, proof that you are indeed the true hero. You have controlled the wind and crossed the seas, and here, near the end of your quest, the power of the gods has been bestowed upon you. Surely from this moment on you shall be known as the hero of winds. Damn straight. Yeah, I think it's kind of enjoyable. This is the first Link so far that wasn't born with the power of the hero, but actually had to gain it for himself. But also, in terms of errors with the recording in the next episode, because we left this off after finishing, I believe it was the boss rush room, effectively. And for some reason, all the video and audio assets from that next section were completely lost. It wasn't too much. Hello, Zelda. Oh dear God, no. Oh boy, where did she run off to? You have deceived yourself. Do you think you'd be safe inside this castle? Foolish. Now that my power has been restored, there is no safe haven for you. I have taken your precious Zelda, and here you shall fall into eternal slumber. Oh God, Ring of Fire. That's never a good thing. And double dark nuts. Oh boy, here we go. Bring it on, jerk faces. You cannot catch me all the way over here. Now run away. Don't get hit, don't get hit. Ow! Oh, that's painful watching it the second time. Yeah, now that I recognize that horizontal slashes can actually bypass their defenses, it makes them a little bit easier, albeit it's not as epic to just single swipe at them repeatedly, but it works. So I could care less, to be honest. As long as I survive. There's actually, later on in this episode, there's a new way to do it that I found really interesting, and I'll show you when we get there. Actually, no, I can't, because that was part of the episode that we lost for the next one. Shoot! Either way. Alright, so we broke free of that ring of death. Let's go ahead and head inwards. And guys, I think the audio problem was actually a mistake on my end. For some reason, the live commentary option in my recording software got turned off. So that's on me. The video loss in the next one, I have no clue what happened. I opened up the recording and it was literally like a second and a half on a pause menu. Tear down that barrier, not shield, barrier link. I'm curious if that little protective barrier around Hyrule was also done by the goddesses. Not sure at all, but it sounds likely to me. Oh boy. Rollin', rollin'. Alrighties. Get out here, peahats. No one wants yours. Kind here. It's like the pigeons of the Zelda universe. Get out of here, choose. I love how they try to make it seem like that's gonna stop us at this point. Considering how much crap we had to do just to get to this point. That boomerang seriously is a godsend. Just, it seems like you need it as a default in everything you do in this game, especially when you're doing kind of challenges like this. When you have way too many hearts, you can basically run through and take everything, so your mistakes really don't mean much. Especially if you have all the bottles, you just load up on fairies and going from there, but no, go away. Aha! I had the high ground, what do you expect? Alright. I'm gonna be honest, this is really awkward to try to commentate after the fact. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see here, but there's some bats that were hiding underneath the hookshot point that are intended to swarm out at you the second you go across here. I'm not sure how well it showed up on camera though. And let's head inside. Now I think what I was doing here is hoping that there were some fairies in these skulls, and I literally went through all the rocks and all the skulls in this room to try to find a fairy, so I didn't start off with one heart, but I'm pretty sure I failed. Yeah. Either way. Let's head on inwards. And this was a boss rush area. So basically all the bosses, at least the demon dungeon bosses, are all included here. We have to get through each of the 4 before moving onwards. The one for the Tower of the Gods, the little, the hands separate from the head one. I'm assuming that wasn't included here solely because that wasn't a Ganon creation, that was a goddess creation. Oh boy, here we go. I love how they give us a bunch of water, but that really doesn't help us get across. Unless they were giving us multiple methods of getting across here. And I did the most difficult one, obviously. Whee! Jump across, and it overshoots. Our biscuits are burning. So what we're going to try here is to deliberately slow down our swing before jumping. Whoa! And yeah, we had a little issue there with fire guys are getting ready to hit us, and I think I decided that having a Deku Leaf to guide our descent would be a lot more advantageous and less dangerous. Whoop! And upwards. Nope, that's not how you do it, Link. There you go. Alright, into the boss chamber. Now here, I'm pretty sure I was very dumb. I think it's interesting that they actually take all of your items away, so you only have what you had during the initial boss fight. Yeah, for some reason I thought we were already in phase 2 when we started this, so I can just grappling hook his eye and pull him down. But in the second time through, I'm a little bit more adept. So I'm trying it again. I think it takes me a few seconds before I realize I'm being dumb and it's not going to work at all. And I start moving into the actual start of the fight. Ow! That definitely hurt. I don't even remember what happened there. I'm assuming that some fireballs come down when he puts that up there, and one just randomly hit me in the face. I honestly don't even... I've never seen that happen before, and I probably won't ever again. It just seems like a bunch of random bad luck. So I jump down here just so I can keep a better eye on where the stuff is falling. I'm sorry, Valoo, we keep grabbing your tail. And of course, because I waited to jump until where I was already lost momentum, I fell straight down into the lava. Because physics. Alright, the real phase 2. Ow. Good job, Link. Luckily, we do have the damage boost from the Master Sword, so we killed him a lot faster than we did the first time around. And boom. Number 1, done. Alright, so here I'm trying to decide, since I only have half a heart, which would be the best boss to try to go after. So I want to see which one we have in each of these. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I thought that this was the guy with the detachable hands that you kill with arrows. And I was completely wrong. And of course it gives us nothing. I remember shrieking here, I'm like, no, no, don't do it! Oh, dead. Ow. I love how, I think I rushed him because I thought I would be able to hit him before he finished his walking out of the crypt animation. That one there, I rushed through it hoping I can run faster than the falling coffin lids, which didn't happen, and then I got trapped in the re-deads. Paralysis thing. Ooh, fairy, fairy. So I think I ran in there to grab the fairy, got stuck in a corner, smacked, stunned. It was just all kinds of bad. I heard that sound effect thinking I killed it, a re-dead, and I guess not. That was just a giant clusterfuck. Okay, so now I'm taking it seriously, yeah. Taking it low and slow. It always makes me sad when I see a fairy flying around and I can't capture it. Go on, fairy, kill the Redead for me. And there's gonna be another skull right there. Oh, that's right, there was 3 full sections of this before we get to the boss room. And down go the steps. That's right. So we need something to weigh down the switch for us. And boom, we get these guys again, which we have not seen since, I think, the Earth Temple? One where we took Medley with us. I think that's the only other time we've seen these enemies. And yes, swiping at it was a bad idea. There we go. Couple. I don't even know why I stopped here. Try to... Oh, I just wanted to kill it. Apparently it offended my sense of reason or something along those lines. Just rush past it. Rush past it! Fairy that we completely missed, and I guess after a certain amount of time these things turn back into regular little choo-choo gloops. It's so much easier just to rush things and not have to deal with them. And for some reason they put the light on the opposite side. So we do have to rush both ways. I don't know why they give us so much magic in these hallways. Like, I think after 2 of the big ones, that's it. That's max mana. So the fact that they give us like 8 of them all the way down the line, it makes me think they were intended to use magic in some way. Or maybe for the boss, but even then, it's kind of excessive. Oh, that was close. Okay, boss time. Jalhalla, let's go. Run, 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 run. Don't touch the fire. And pick him up. Into the spikes, boy. Into the spikes. And I'm still gonna pull the cheap great spin thing. It's a little dangerous considering I can accidentally bump into the spikes, but it's more reliable. Or it's quicker, I should say. Oh, random arrow in the head. No breathing that fire on me, boy. Kaboom! You know, if you really didn't want me to attack you, you should probably, like, block those pillars of light that are coming down. Just maybe. I keep missing here. I'm like, why is the beam of light not touching the big tubby belly? And here we go, finishing up the second out of the 4 bosses for this rush. Ka-ching. Alright, what are we doing this time? I don't know. I think we're doing the Forest Temple? Not the Forest Temple, the Forest Haven area? Yeah. That's what we're going to do. And I think this one took me a couple tries. I still don't like those little wind thingy platforms. They seem to never, or they're not very reliable in which direction they turn. There we go. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of aspect of a plant causes these little weird platforms to stick out. Up and run. Down. That's not gonna work. You can do it. I believe in you. And I think I run out of magic here. Because I did not check my MP meter before we got started in this. Okay, take 2. Oh, thank you for the arrows. I very much appreciate it. There we go. Come on, go, go. Good enough, it works. Waiting and leap. Leap, Link. I said leap. Thank you. Do what I tell you, boy. Looks like Link's a little bit altitudinally challenged right there, not realizing it's below his line. Oh, please work. Please work. You can make it. Ah, that's a pretty little shrine-looking doorway. Alright, if I remember correctly, this is the boss that gave me the most amount of strife the first time we tried it. Alright, you tentacle demon. Time for my revenge. Stay away. Yeah, I think I learned enough the first time around, but this isn't too bad. And down it goes. Smack, smack, smack. In my new save file, I actually found a 100% way to dodge those tentacles. You just literally walk towards the camera and hug one of the walls that can't reach that far. I did not know that at this time, though. And there we go. Perfect. And number 3 is down. Time for the sandworm. This one wasn't too bad either, if I remember correctly. Keep walking around in circles. Go, go, go. Okay, setting up our inventory. I don't remember what was in here. Oh, yeah, that's right. A couple whiz robes, a wind section, and those annoying dancing spikes coming out of the floor. Whoa! That was close. Let's do some sharp shooting. I can't speak to the... Wow! Tonight. I swear I haven't been drinking, people. Where are you? Get your booty back here, Wizrobe. Ha! In the face. But that's what you get for trying to be sneaky. I'm sorry, but your sneak powers are failing at the moment. Whee! Let's make those spikes feel inadequate by completely avoiding them. I'm not even honestly sure what that blade moving back and forth is supposed to do, considering we literally don't even need to step onto that platform. As seen right here. And right there again. Whoa! You guys thought you were clever. And I think I got hit somehow there. I'm not sure. Looking at, I saw the heart piece and the red flashing on him, but and here we go. We are ready to hit this final sandworm douchebag. All we need to worry about is a hook shot for the time being, so let's get going. Now, unfortunately, because this is one of actually the last boss we did before maxing out the Master Sword, the amount of damage we do is not too much more. It's almost negligible how much damage difference there is between the first time we fought him and this one. So we're not going to be able to kill him in half the hits like we did with the other bosses. I was kind of hoping we could one-shot those guys, but no luck on that. Get your little tug over here. I want to play with it. Honestly, this episode feels a little bit weird to commentate, because I've literally done, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 6th recording session for the audio alone. Since we lost all the audio for this episode, I've done 6 separate recording sessions throughout the week just to do the audio for this. So you'll probably notice my voice and my mood changes every, I don't know, a few minutes. It's because it's literally been like a day. And it is a Friday, so I'm a hell of a lot happier than I was the other night. And as soon as we finish here, I am busting out a beer or some whiskey or something. Whoa! Please don't try to eat me, sandworm. I think his name's Moldega. Moldera, something. It's one of those. I'm sorry, this fight's just reminding me, but I don't know who grew up with the that old creature flick Tremors growing up, but I just found out that they released a 6th one in that series. I was like, holy crap, I've only seen the first 2. I did not know there's more than that. So yeah, I went on a binge of watching those the other night, and they are just as terrible as I remember. Either way. Anyways, so that's gonna bring this episode to a close. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Kinda, sorta. You'll see when we get there. Bye.